Alright, here's the little wheel mods that I've been doing for the FMS Mustang. First of all, I'm using the HK large scale retracts in here. No modification needed at all to the stock strut, except that you'll have to shim it up. I've got 3 fairly good sized fat washers under the bottom there so that the flat spots will line up with the 2 bolts on the back side. You'd have to make on the actual plastic box here that this mounts to, you have to make a recess for the set screw. There's one on each side. I only did one side to allow that to clear the box to hold the strut in place. These are actually pretty good, even though these are only rated at about 10 pounds. I think it's 4.7 kg. All the flight videos you guys saw earlier on my YouTube channel are actually made with these retracts right here. I have ordered metal trunnions. They haven't showed up yet. I'll be replacing them with metal trunnions, but so far so good. Just doing it for preventative beef up here and maintenance. These have actually been holding up pretty good. Made a little light mod, landing light mod. I'm using lights from D-Light System, Dimension Engineering, and these are LEDs. They actually make another set that work real well too. They're actually plugged right into a spare receiver channel. You can turn them on and off. These actually go to the D-Light starter kit. They're very, very bright and completely visible during the daylight. I don't have any white ones, so I've been using my leftover green ones for right now for today's flight, and I was able to see them in flight no problem at all. Rubber band, a small little hinge that looks like that right there, and then the light just mounts. I've just got the light glued on right there, and a little bitty piece of brass or metal right there. I bent up and over as like a little horseshoe to help roll it when the door closes. You'll see as I actuate it in here, when the door makes contact with that, it folds that back, and when the gear opens, it pops it forward. And then these will just plug into a spare channel or wherever I want. The other lights will actually be able to be controlled from the receiver. I can turn them on or off. You'll actually see how bright it is here in a minute. This particular one is green that I'm using for this demo purpose. You can actually see it through the plastic door because I don't have the ability to turn it off. I just have the wing right now temporarily hooked into a kind of a mock setup type receiver. It's not actually plugged into the airplane. But this is what I did with the mod. The mod actually hinge sits in the airplane like that, and you can see about where I located it right in front of the end of the door here. I just recessed out a little bit of foam here, hogged out some foam in the back so that when I push it back it'll actually go into the foam, because I moved it as far forward as possible, and that will allow the little arm that's poking back here, offset arm, to actually go into the foam. That's in the retracted state, and that's in the popped out state. I took a rubber band, since you can't get these spring loaded anymore, and I glued a rubber band, tacked it right here on this surface and right on the back of the arm. Right back up in there. Arm and there. That acts as my spring loading mechanism, as you can see right there. And I just used a rubber band. Use a good quality rubber band. But I would rather have these spring loaded, but you can't get them that way anymore. Sonictronic used to make them. And that's all I did. I ground off the top of this, so I narrowed it down a little bit. And the little brass pin. Now let me show you how they work. Plug in the light here. Yeah, tell me them things ain't bright. It's so bright it actually shows through that dense plastic. Put my wheel stuck. Now with the light off. Holds it back, holds on. Landing lights on both mains, so that when as soon as you drop your gear, landing lights pop out and you're looking right at them. And you can use just about any kind of light you want. Real simple, easy mod. Hinge, rubber band, some kind of little rolling mechanism. I'm just using a little piece of small piano wire that I've curled up with a pair of pliers. Made a little round edge on it, you can kind of see there. Working on a few little things that might work a little better. This light right here is just tacked onto that surface right there with rubber cement. CA works just as well. Then if it goes bad or burns out, you just pop it off, run your new wire, pop on a new light. Paint over all that zinc green, you never even see it, and it works like a great. Clears the strut and thing real well. Actuated by the door when the door hits it. And that's the scale location. Hope you guys liked it. I'll post this up on YouTube in a minute. Tell me what you think.